Welcome to the Michigan Travel Show, a kaleidoscope of stories about the people, places, and events that shape our great state.
Hi, I'm Jenny McCafferty for Michigan Travel, but we're not in Michigan. We're in Rhode Island. We're in beautiful little Compton with our friends John McGrath and right with me, Nancy Clark. Everybody's saying it's a beautiful day here.
It is, Jenny, and I'm really glad that you came to visit us.
Yeah, me too. It's we have ocean all around us and friendly dogs and friendly friends. What we want to talk about today, though, is Nancy Clark's brand new book, the sixth, mind you, edition of the Sports Nutrition Guidebook. So you're very busy making new editions, and with the sixth one, what on earth could be different?
There's quite a lot different. When I did my first book, the goal was nothing weird, no tofu, no whole wheat, just nothing too weird. And now everybody wants to know, how do I eat more tofu? And they all want recipes with whole wheat and whole grains and farro and quinoa and all these other foods. So there's been a whole shift in getting back to more natural foods.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense. And since the word here is sports, let's talk a little bit about, you have quite a bit of credibility with sports because you advise some of the local teams.
I work a lot with local athletes, but actually with Zoom these days, there's more opportunity for national counseling and international. And so the world has opened up with COVID, I think. So
that's interesting.
Yeah, it is. And I've been able to give workshops in the Philippines without even traveling there, or in India. So it's kind of nice how sports nutrition around the globe is really a hot topic.
So it's fascinating to think about sports nutrition in India, because I always think of Indians as having kind of a better diet anyway. So what do you tell those folks?
What I tell them is stick with the native cuisine, because the Indian diet is high in carbohydrates. For many of the people in India, it is a vegetarian or a vegan diet, and it's far better than ultra-processed foods in the typical American diet. So stick with the native cuisine and you'll be better off.
Lots of spices.
Yes, precisely, yeah. And vegetables and lentils. Okay. Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. So since times have changed over the years, what are some of the biggest changes since, say, the fifth edition?
I think the biggest change has to do with the food culture. Today people are, food is bad, it's fattening, carbs are evil, sugar is like the worst thing on the earth, and people judge themselves. Oh, I'm bad, I ate a cookie. Or, I was so bad, I had birthday cake. And they see good foods, bad foods, or themselves as being good or bad. And it's like, no, eating is not cheating. Eating is not a moral issue. Food should be one of life's pleasures, but very few people these days get pleasure out of what they're eating anymore.
It should be a balance.
Precisely, and that is the key. You want 85 to 90% quality food and 10 to 15% fun food. And I spend a lot of time getting these athletes to eat more fun foods. They think they have to have this perfect diet to have an excellent diet. And you don't. You just need a foundation of high quality foods. But I think birthday cake is actually very healthy for people. Eating out of the same pot is healthy for people. And not, oh, you have your thing and like I only eat whole wheat,
Well, so it's interesting, if athletes are paying attention, I kind of suspect they pay more attention now than they used to.
For certain they do, yeah, and rightfully so, because what you eat makes a really big difference. But I spend more time not looking at what people eat, but when they eat. And are they surrounding their workout with food? Are they eating evenly throughout the day, or do they eat in a crescendo with most of the meals at the end of the day? So I think it's really important for them to realize they're either fueling up or they're refueling. So if they train in the morning, they have part of their breakfast before they train, part of it afterwards. If they train at lunch, what they eat at breakfast, and maybe part of their lunch before they train to fuel up, and then again they refuel afterwards. So food is fuel. It's not this fattening enemy. Yeah.
One of the things we were talking about earlier was breakfast and protein.
Yes. Not only should calories be evenly distributed across the day, but protein should as well. And the standard American diet is oatmeal for breakfast and maybe a salad for lunch and then a big slab of salmon or chicken for dinner. And it's like, no, you want to take that big slab of salmon and cut it into 4 pieces and have it at breakfast, lunch, snack, and dinner, so that every 4 hours you're having some protein. And that really helps to reduce muscle breakdown and optimize muscle building.
That sounds like a good idea. It makes me want to run right out and get a big slab of salmon.
Well, no, you don't need a big slab of anything. You just need small portions at at breakfast, lunch, snack, and dinner. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, Nancy, it's time for us to go have some fun. So thank you so much for talking with us, and congratulations on edition number 6.
Well, thank you for acknowledging all the hard work that went into it.